Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Gia. Some of you guys may know me from TikTok. I do like makeup and advice videos on there, but I decided to bring it on over to YouTube because I want to just share more of my content, have you guys get to know me better, be able to film longer content for you. So we're starting today and I'm going to try to make this a very consistent platform. So I'm excited for you guys to be part of the family. So today I thought we'd just do a simple video where I get ready and you guys just get to know me more, and I'll just kind of talk about myself so you guys can learn more about me. My name's Gia. My full name is Gianna and I'm 22 years old. Also, all the products are going to be listed below. I grew up in the suburbs of California, about 40 minutes from LA. I have an older sister and then a twin brother, and my twin brother is literally my soulmate. Like, we talk every single day. He knows everything about me. Anybody that has a twin understands the twin connection. I was always really motivated growing up and knew that I wanted to be successful. Like, I always had the mindset of I want to build an empire for myself. I originally grew up going to private school and then my parents got divorced, so we moved like 20 minutes away. And then I headed over to public school, which I honestly like better. And I would switch off between houses. So half the time at my mom's, half the time at my dad's. I got into a relationship at 15 and we ended up actually dating for 6.5 years, which I feel like is very significant because that's a major time of your life. And I actually ended up moving in with his family pretty much. Growing up, I always had a lot of pressure to do well in school and go to a good college, but then COVID hit, so I ended up going to community college. Community college ended up being like the best decision I ever made because while I was doing that, I was networking and meeting a bunch of people, and I got a job at a steakhouse in Malibu and the tips were crazy. I was able to save up so much money, and I found out that I had a passion for real estate. I've always loved luxury residential real estate, and then when I was working at the steakhouse, a lot of people said I have a very sales-oriented mindset because I would honestly try to convince people to like order the caviar and champagne because more tips for me, you know? So people started to bring up you should do real estate, and then I started to look more into it and I started to really like the idea of it. After 1 year of community college, I got into USC, which was like my dream school. I was so happy about it because I wanted to be in LA, so I was able to do the residential real estate in LA. Literally everything happens for a reason, because then on my last day that I was working there, because I had to quit because USC was like a little bit far from Malibu, one of our regulars offered me a job as an assistant with the #1 team in Beverly Hills. So I was like, fuck yes. So I of course took the job and I started USC. I was majoring in communications. To be honest, communications was not my first choice. For me, if I got a degree, I would definitely normally do more of the business route. However, I transferred in with a communications degree and I'm really good at communications. So I wanted time to be able to focus on real estate and social media and not have to worry about like tons and tons of calculus homework and shit like that. So I just stuck with the communications. I ended up loving it because I took a lot of like social media and marketing classes. During this time that I started to do well on social media because I started posting workout videos because I was super into like glute training, weight training, that type of vibe. But later on, I kind of ended up switching more towards makeup and advice videos just because I've always been obsessed with doing makeup. Like, I used to do everybody's makeup for prom and everything like that. And I feel like based on my upbringing and dating history, I feel like I have a unique perspective. I just love giving advice and talking to the girlies. I studied really hard that year to get my real estate license, and then once I passed the test, then I joined that team that I was being an assistant on, and I was so happy with the team. I feel like I literally learned so much from them, and I ended up becoming partners with Bella, who most of you guys know. She's my best friend in the world, and now we actually live together, so it's crazy how life brings us all together. As far as USC life, I tried my hardest to just divulge into the life there, but I just don't feel like I had like the ultimate college experience just based on transferring and COVID, not doing Greek life, and then I also was working full-time with real estate and social media, and so I just don't feel like I got like the ultimate experience. It was also weird since I grew up in the LA area. I already had like a friend group in LA, so like it was hard kind of balancing the time between like who I saw, but I'm not upset about it because literally everything happens for a reason. So during that time, I honestly just focused so much on like my work and school and hanging out with friends, and that's when I was still in a relationship too, so I would hang out with my boyfriend a lot. I feel like my life took the biggest turning point when I ended my relationship, just because obviously that relationship was all I knew. So I was like, I need to get out of here, I need to see the world, and that's exactly what I did. So every month after the breakup, I went to a new place, whether it was the Dominican Republic, Turks and Caicos, a trip to Cabo, whatever it was. And then once I graduated in May, I decided to go to Europe for 3 months. This had been my dream for so long, and I finally had the money financially based on working my ass off to do so. And I finally had a friend group that was just like down. I truly think that trip was so life-changing because I spent the first month and a half with like my best friends. And then after that, I just went solo and I went around. I went to Egypt, Mykonos, Sardinia, like you name it, I went there, and I just met up with different people, met people along the way, and I learned so much about myself. Also, I'm using the new Makeup by Mario palette, and I'm so excited to see how this turns out. I feel like you learn so much about yourself when you travel because you're independent, you're away from your normal routine, and you just get a lot of time with yourself. And just being able to immerse yourself in different cultures is so amazing, and I'm so blessed that I've been able to do that. And I was still able to work when I was there because a large portion of my income comes from social media. I don't want to make this video like all about my breakup because it's really totally fine, but it's just having that long of a relationship, you're so dependent on that person. And so I feel like I didn't really start living until I was actually single and able to make decisions for myself. And so now that I'm single, I'm living with my 4 best friends in the world. We live in LA, and when I tell you we have the most open, amazing friend group ever, I've realized my #1 passion in life is probably traveling. And so I'm just kind of like trying to set up a life for myself where I am able to do that all the time. So that's kind of why I'm starting this YouTube channel too, because I really just want to go all in on social media right now. Of course, I still do real estate as well, but I just love the freedom that social media gives you. I did my eyeliner off camera, but just to explain a little bit more about me too, I am an IVF baby, so I did have an egg donor because my mom couldn't get pregnant at 45, and so I don't have any of my mom's actual genes, and my egg donor is a Swedish woman that I have met before and do have a relationship with. And I think it's super cool that my mom was like very open about it because I feel like a lot of families aren't. And I think it's such a blessing. I love it. I would describe my personality as I'm probably like one of the most extroverted people you'll ever meet. I'm super outgoing. I love to fucking talk and like yap everyone's ear off. But I'd also say I'm very like loyal and considerate of my friends. If you're in my circle, I love you so much and like I will have your back through and through. But I'm also not one of those people that's like exclusive. I've always been the type of person that's like the more the merrier, come along. I'm a Gemini. People think it's toxic, but I have a twin, so I think that it cancels out like the Gemini because like my other face is my twin brother, you know? In terms of hobbies, I'm honestly such a foodie. I love to eat. I love Pilates and just like working out in general. I love going to the beach, spending quality time with my friends. And like I said, traveling. I'm just one of those girls that's like very spontaneous. I'm down for whatever. I want to have fun. I want to enjoy life truly to my fullest. I'm super excited for this YouTube channel because I just want you guys to know the real me and like see my personality, see my humor. I feel like humor is like such a big part of like understanding people's energy. And in my TikTok videos and stuff, I feel like I'm kind of like straightforward and blunt just because I'm trying to like give advice. But I want to do vlog style shit. I want to take you guys out on nights out with me. I want you guys to see like me for me. This is the final makeup look. Let's see. I'm trying to like figure out cameras and shit. If you guys want a tutorial, let me know. Mwah. I love you guys to pieces and I'm so excited to have this YouTube family now. Mwah.